Well, as we speak, the Weld Cheyenne video is uploading. So I don't really know if you guys like the wheels or not. I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed that you guys do like them, because I've got 2 of them on the truck. I couldn't wait any longer. I wanted to film putting them on the truck. I wanted to film. I did hand polish 2 of them. Got the fronts and backs of 2 of them washed. That way they just look better. And I threw them on the truck, and guys, they look amazing. So I'm gonna walk you guys outside, give you guys a quick look at them. But I do have to take them back off today because I have to work tomorrow, and I'm not gonna have 2 wheels on one side and 2 wheels on the other. So I'm gonna pull them back off and go ahead and wash the fronts and backs of my other wheels. But I've got something getting delivered today, because I thought I was gonna get a set of stocks Friday, but I was the one that backed out on the trade just because they were on street tires. I didn't want street tires. They were adding a good amount of cash on top, but I just didn't want street tires. So I went ahead and ordered something that was going to be for the stocks, but we'll go ahead and throw it on today when it gets here. But let me go show you guys what the welds look like. God damn. Ah, it looks so good. I threw my stock color match grill back on. I don't remember it being that off in color, but yeah, it's not the end of the world. I do have the chrome caps for my old mirrors that I'm going to throw on possibly sometime today. I'm not entirely sure yet. And I think I'm going to pull the steps off once I get the other weld back and get them all on the truck. I didn't mind the steps with these wheels, but for some reason with the welds, I feel like the steps, they just kind of kill it. So we'll be pulling those off, but I'm going to move this over into the driveway, because I'm going to go ahead and take these off and clean these up a little bit and get ready to throw those back on. But like I said, I am getting a special delivery today of something that I ordered that I've been kind of wanting for a while. So I was going to cancel the order once the trade backed out, but I was like, you know what, I've been wanting these for a while, so instead of canceling the order, why don't we just keep them? So just to talk to you guys real quick, I was actually talking about selling this truck. If some of you guys have seen my post on Instagram, I was talking about getting a Lumafusion, a newer 6.7. I still would like to, but instead of making payments on one, I would like to, have enough money to where I can pay cash for one, just because I'd rather own my stuff. And I was really wanting to get rid of this because, 1, it rides like total garbage, and 2, it's getting really bad fuel mileage and it has like no power. I'm getting like 8 miles per gallon, and it's rough. And it hates pulling my enclosed trailer for work. But I found I have a really bad leak in my passenger up pipe, so that can be a cause for a lot of loss of power and poor mile per gallon, because if I have loss of power, I'm not using as much boost to help make power. I'm more of just using fuel. So I think that's a big cause of it. Gonna be doing up pipes here very soon. I already have the exhaust back pressure valve, pedestal delete, and the flange for the back of the turbo. I have the rebuilt turbo. I needed a compressor wheel for it. And then I'll need up pipes. So I need a compressor wheel and up pipes, and we can go ahead and start everything. I want to do everything at once. I don't want to be tearing this apart multiple times. Do it all at once and be one and done with it. So we'll get some bellowed up pipes and we'll powder coat the turbo. That way it's nice and pretty in there and everything. But I just want to fill you guys in on that. Get this thing moved over, get our welds off. Alright, see, I have this theory as an automotive YouTuber that when we do stuff off camera, things work fine. I put these on the truck yesterday, not a single issue. I picked up the camera today, my jack broke itself. This jack I bought 6 months ago, if that. That was well over $200. I got a 4-ton Daytona jack. I got the top of the line one from Harbor Freight. Broke itself, and I've used it maybe 5 times. So let's go look at this. We come look in here. There's there's this little knuckle thing right here that killed itself. So the jack will no longer jack. So what this means is these are staying on the truck till further notice because I can't get them off the truck. Well, in the meantime, I'm gonna swap the mirror caps out. Throw a mirror cap on this side. You know, if we're gonna go a whole, you know, 2 moods on this, I'll do 1 chrome cap and 1 black cap. You know, we're just gonna, I wish I'd cut the grill in half. I'd cut the grill in half and throw that grill on that side. Messed up headlight and wheels on that side, you know. Toyos, Nittos, MTs, basically like an RT. It's gonna be odd. What's funny though is no one will notice, I guarantee it, because if you're only driving on one side, you'll only see that side. If you're only on the other side, you'll only see that side. No one's gonna do a full 360 around it, so it should be funny. Let's go get our chrome mirror caps. Bink. Alrighty, so this is the one I want right here. Let's see if I can set you guys somewhere that you can see. I also really do not want to drop this camera out of the attic. Well, I only chipped off a little corner of this one, but we got the one off the Boost Auto one. The Boost Auto one actually came off a whole lot easier, probably because it's not Chinese. It's like this one's longer on this side. Now these definitely snap on different. So the Chinese mirror caps and the Boost Auto mirror caps are not interchangeable, because these definitely snap on different. Alright, so the mirror cap was a fail. The taking the welds off was a fail. But hey, these at least showed up today. So we got, see, quantity of 2 inch thickness, 8x170, 99 to 2004 spacers. So the weird thing is on these trucks, it's not 99 to 04, it's 99 to 02. The hub bore was 124.9 and the thread pitch is 14x2. In 03, they changed the hub bore and they changed the thread pitch to 14x1.5. So you gotta get a specific spacer, adapter, lug nuts, all that for this truck. On top of this truck being an early 99, where my hubs are already a different size than all the other trucks, my rotors are a different size, pretty sure my brakes are a different size, track bar, injectors, turbo, intercooler piping, plenums, they're all different sizes than the other 99s. So I'm gonna try my other jack because I do want to get these off. The more I'm thinking about it, I love the way they look on this truck, but I don't want to have, you know, 2 on this side and 2 motor metals on the other side. So I'm gonna pull my other jack over here, see if I can get it lifted up and get these off. Just because, you know, I don't want to be looking a fool out there trying to work tomorrow. But I'm gonna get that pulled off and we'll slap the spacers on with the motor metals. So we'll be running basically 12 wides, give us a little stance. Then when we get the other wheel back, we'll keep them on and stance out the motor metals, because I think some spacers look cool. So I was supposed to be trading for some stocks last week, and in order to run the newer body stocks on these trucks, you got to have spacers. So I wanted to make sure I had the spacers, that way I could run the wheels. But then I backed out on the trade just because I didn't want street tires. So I still plan on getting some stocks. I think I'm gonna put some stocks on the ridge drops and sell the moto metals. That way I can just keep my good tires, sell the moto metals, and I'll have a set of stocks and a set of welds. And then now that I have these welds, I can trade the welds or sell them and get myself another setup for the truck. So we'll have stocks and another setup.
Gotta do some persuading because we're rubbing a little bit on the metal part of the fender as well as the plastic. The plastic I don't care about, but I don't want it chopping up my tires, so we're gonna bend that back in real quick like. Alrighty guys, we got the wheels and tires back on with the 2-inch spacers, and I clearanced the fenders a little bit. I didn't cut anything, I just bent the fender back some. So I don't ever want to cut anything on this truck to clear something. I'd rather lift it. But we are rubbing the plastic in the fender a little bit, as we can see right in there. So it may self-clearance itself. I may come in and just chop some of that plastic off. I don't have an issue cutting plastic. I do not want to cut metal on this truck. I cut so much on the Chevy to clear stuff. I don't want to do that on this truck. I'd rather just lift it. I do need to put new springs in this because the springs are sagging. It is not sitting as high as it should with a 3-inch leveling kit on it. So I am planning on just doing 4-inch lift springs on this truck, but it'll be a couple months and then we would clear this, no problems. I plan on sticking to 35s on this truck. I don't ever plan on going to 37s. So I plan on, you know, 12 wides, 14 wides, whatever, either 33 or 35. I've got this big truck over here. I don't need another massive truck. This truck already sits super high just for a leveling kit. I mean, I'm 6'6", and as we can see, it's over my head. I mean, this thing's probably close to 7 foot, and all it is a level. So I can't be upset about it. But yeah, I should have done spacers a little while ago, or at least went ahead and got 12 wides for this. I wanted 22 by 12s when I bought this setup, but the 22 by 12s were on back order and the 20 by 12s were on back order. So I was impatient and just got the 20 by 10s. I should have done the 12 wides, but I still think this looks good because now we've got some poke with it still having the off-road style looking wheel on it. So almost makes it look like, you know, an off-road truck, not just a pavement pounder. And we still have the welds over here, so once I get the 4th one back, we will throw those on. And before anybody asked about it, because I don't know what video it's going to end up in, because the video ended up being a total fail, and I think I just deleted everything. I tried to debadge this side, and I had done this spot a couple months ago, and it turned out fine. So then I did here, it was fine. This side, it started peeling up paint, and then right here, where you see this little rectangle, it was 0 paint right there. It took all the paint off. So I just did a poor tape job and duplicolored it just to hide it. And you can still see the rectangle if you're looking, but I'm telling you guys, it was bare metal right there. So that rectangle looks a little bit better than what it was. Still not perfect, but I will be having to repaint this whole truck. Will be coming soon. We are in the process of buying a house. I know I mentioned it a couple videos ago. The house we were under contract in fell through. Lady didn't want to lower down to the appraisal. Whole bunch of nonsense. I'll make a whole video about it once we close on a house, and I'll show you guys that whole ordeal and everything. But we are under contract on another house right now. Fingers crossed. I just paid for the appraisal today that this goes through, and we stop renting and we finally own our own home. Be able to build trucks, build a shop, everything. It is on a little bit of property, not a lot, but it is enough to build a shop, you know, make it our own place and everything. So no more parking trucks in the woods and things like that. We'll have our own area, and then I can go back to modifying trucks. I've been trying to save as much money as I can, put it towards buying a house, closing costs, everything. It's a lot more expensive than you might think, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. It was all over the place. It was going to be chrome caps, taking welds off, putting spacers on, all this stuff, and then it just ended up putting spacers on and having a broken jack. Luckily I saved my old one. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like on this video, hit the subscribe button, turn that bell on so you guys get notified when I post, because it is all over the place with being a father, a business owner, buying houses and everything. It might be 1 month, it might be 1 week, it might be 2 days until I post again. You never know. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Love y'all.